Today I'm going to be trying to make a hookup for a pool vacuum. I figured I'd make a video so if somebody else has the same scenario, they might be able to do the same thing. I tried using this saw right here to cut what used to be this into this, and what I started to do is started to saw away at it, but it was taking so long because this plastic's kind of hard and the blade's not very sharp. I decided to just take my apple grinder and I had somebody help me hold it right here with their hands over the edge, and then I just cut along the edge right here. And this piece just fell off, left me with some chips. Alright, something you have to clean, and then it wasn't perfectly smoothed here. There was still some edging, so I took the rough edge and I filed this part down, and then I smoothed it out with the smooth part, and I was left with this. Alright, so my pool has a setup like this inside the pool where the water flows in and goes to the filter system. There's no way to hook up anything to this that I know of, and if I unscrew it and take it off, all the water just starts pouring out of it as soon as I start doing that. So I don't know why, because it starts to separate from the pool liner. So yeah, I do know why. Anyway, so I push that up against the liner. The liner goes in here. This pushes up against it, and then this twists down tightly. So to take that off, a lot of water would just flow right out of it, not even giving me a chance to do any work on the pool itself without me having to fill it back up. So I came up with an idea to where I would use this. This is a cap that you can put on the ends of the pool, and it stops the water from coming through here. So what I was thinking is cutting this off right here, so this would fit in there, and hopefully I can plug it in there, and then I can attach a hose with a vacuum and then vacuum the pool out. We'll see how it goes. Right now, something that you're probably going to need is some silicone, some welding glue, something round almost to the same diameter of this, matter of fact. So I have this here. This will give me 44.6 millimeters or 1.75 inches. Just so you know, you might have something around the house, you can check it and say, okay, this will work for it. I have this here, so if I do this, I have I'm sorry, I'm actually pushing it out, so I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it loose as possible without losing it. So I have 1.6, a little over 1.5 inches, okay? So it's a little bit smaller in diameter, but it's okay because I'm going to be drawing from the outside. And the outside here is 1.76. So it's exactly the same. All I have to do is set it down here in the center, make my circle. I'm going to need a marker, so let me go get my marker. Okay. Just take this and hold it in place. Hopefully it'll stay in place. Hopefully it's writing. And I kind of have a circle just to give me an idea of where I need to cut. And the other thing I might use is a soldering gun just to melt this away. It might take it off a lot easier. So I'll be back when we get a soldering gun heated up. The other thing is, before you cut this, I should have mentioned this before, it has little rings on it with a little slit on. Just take these rings and pop them off before you start doing any work, just in case you don't want to damage the ring or melt it or anything like that. It goes on very easily, as you can see. Alright, my heat gun is heating up. Let's marker this out the way. Start trying to melt this down. Can you do me a favor and hold this for me? Just reach your arm over. No, stay over there. Just reach your arm over. Just hold the top. Hold it. Just want to clean this glue before it sets. Thank you. I can just set this one over here. So it dries. Alright, so it's been about 45 minutes. I know it hasn't been a full hour. Hopefully it was enough glue to make it set in place. So the last thing I want to do now is just put a silicone bead around the outside of it. There we go. Alright, that's it. Now I'll go and see if it works after I let this set. We submerged the hose so it has full of water on the inside. There's no air pockets. Hopefully there's no air pockets. We have it hooked up to the pole, which we're going to use to suck up the water with. This is the ending product right here. So this is what I came up with. It should work. It's got the silicone on the outside, the glue on the inside to keep it together, and that part would attach to the hose. So he's going to attach it. Alright, well I want to just record the pool, what it looks like, how green it is. Hopefully they can see it. Get a view of what it looks like now and what it looks like after.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So the other thing you're going to want to do is keep the water filling as you're doing this. So it's on its side. I'm going to try to face it this way, being that you already got this spot.
Right.
I'm just going to wait for you to finish here. You can always hit this later on when you're inside the pool and go this way. I just want to put this in now. Turn this on.
It's not on center.
This is.
Center? Oh, wow. That's funny. And I'm going to do that.
All right. Alright, so this is the result of one pass with the vacuum. You can see we lost about 4 inches of water, so we're trying to refill it back up with the hose as we're trying to vacuum it. I'll just do a scan around the pool. You can see the whole thing. I don't know if they can see this, but there's little lines inside the pool where they go streaking across. So now we're going to go this way with the vacuum, another pass, and then see what it looks like afterwards. Alright, so here's the final result of the pool. Okay, and you said we had to use the broom. So we used the broom to sweep the liner.
Along the edges of the sides, all the way around.
Right. Okay, because the algae was stuck to it, right?
Right.
The vacuum wouldn't pick it up, so you kind of like
had to scrape it up.
Scrape it up and then let it settle, and then vacuum that up.
Right.
And then you put the shock in.
Yeah, I put a bag of shock in.
Okay. So we got the shock. Okay, 1 bag, 4 hours. Let the pool run and cycle through.
Yeah.
And then after that, clarifier.
Yep.
And how did that work again?
Clarifier for every 20,000 gallons of water, it's a cap full. But for this particular pool is 38,000 gallons. I figure, we'll just say 40. So for an initial beginning, you put in 3 capfuls. That's a starter, and then every week you treat it again with 2 capfuls.
All right. So the other thing is, how long do you have to wait before you can go into the pool with either one of these 2 items?
The shock, usually about ½ hour after treatment of the shock. The clarifier, you can go into the pool after 15 minutes of it being treated. Also, after the clarifier has been in the pool, the pump needs to run for about 12 hours.
There was another thing with the vacuuming, that the hose, if it starts acting funny, like a jerking motion, or it looks like it's just spitting and weak, it's probably because the line got clogged. So what you want to do is shut it off, unscrew this part here from the pump section, and on the other side of this would probably be full of leaves and debris and stuff like that. Just clean that out, screw this back on, and then continue vacuuming. Also remember to submerge your hose into the water and make sure it's full of water, because you don't really want air in the line. And that's it. And if this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications for more content.